everybody. I'm Stephanie Beach here with Cannesversations, and we're here with Mad Tech talking to Laura and Heather. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Are you guys ready to spill the rosé?
We're ready. You ready?
Always ready.
Awesome. Let's have some. What has been your impression of Cannes so far this year?
I will say I am pleasantly surprised how many first-time canners there are here. A lot of people who have never been and experiencing it for the first time is so much fun. And I'll also say that you would never think there's any uncertainty in this industry based on the number of activations and how many people all of these organizations are sending. So far it's been an incredibly positive experience.
Absolutely agree. You would not know that any uncertainty within our industry is happening. It's been great to see the amount of people who are here and what all of the companies are bringing.
Yeah, it is really special. It is my first time. I'm a first canner, but it's been really amazing so far. If you could describe Cannes in 3 words, what would it be?
I would say beautiful rosé chaos.
I would say elegant chic chaos.
When you're looking to plan for Cannes, do you keep a full pack schedule or do you like to leave some room for some spontaneous things?
So I'll take this one first. Heather and I say this every year. We say we are never going to do that again and pack our schedule so much, because the beauty of Cannes is that you're walking the Croisette. And when you walk the Croisette, you bump into people that maybe you would not have met or set meetings with. And a lot of networking can happen that way. And there's a lot of good that can come from that, right? Beginning of relationships happen that way. Unfortunately, for the past few years with us, we tell ourselves we're not going to book ourselves solid. And the next thing we know, we're booked solid. And I feel like sometimes business gets in the way.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does. I was going to say the same thing. It's why I recommend like a stop at the Carlton maybe later in the night when you can just bump into people, because that's really the best part of Cannes, I think, too. The meetings are great. Obviously, it's where deals happen, but it's just, organically bumping into somebody.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes you meet the best people.
Yeah.
And meeting their friends and meeting their like coworkers, when you don't necessarily get to meet the type of people that come to Cannes. What I will say about Cannes, it's more executives than it is like at CES, where everybody goes to CES. I think a lot more deals can happen only because you have decision makers that are making those decisions. And when you start meeting new people, and there's just so many companies in our industry like cropping up all over the place, it's always nice to know, who's starting what, where, what have they been doing, and how is there a partnership that can happen from that?
And I would say everyone's in a little bit more relaxed mode as well, which really helps.
Yeah, it definitely does help. Networking is a big part of Cannes. Creating relationships is a big part of our industry. What would you say is the key to keeping those meaningful relationships after leaving Cannes?
I would say follow-up is really important, and I would highly, highly recommend the second a meeting is over, write down a few things in your phone and your notebook about that meeting and have really detailed follow-up, because there's so much follow-up that happens after Cannes. And I feel that to sort of, stand out is to be really specific in the follow-up.
Right. And I would say the follow-up shouldn't be the same week that we're here. Follow-up should start next week after everyone has come home, they've settled in, they've gone through their inbox. Similar to Heather, I'll take notes. I write draft emails just so I don't forget all the conversations with my bullet points so that I can go back and send them out. I think something that is to note is not a lot of things are going to get done over the summer. When Cannes is over, vacations start. And so it can be a very slow summer. But having that first follow-up and then another one as you come into September is really key.
Yeah.
And trying to get those meetings in, early fall so that you can set yourself up for the next year.
That's great advice, for sure. I've been doing the same thing. I have a notepad and my phone, and after every interaction, I write down what we spoke about.
Yeah, and I even write down the people that I've met, like at a happy hour down before bed, because you're right, you've just bumped into so many people.
Yeah.
I actually even put down little bullet points about them, like, oh, I really liked, like, this is the dress they were wearing. I really liked it. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Personal
If I
things.
would meet you for the first time, I would say, oh my God, she has such a beautiful,
It is a beautiful dress.
Thank you.
blue and white dress, da, 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 da. And then I would be like, okay, that's who it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's smart. Do you guys have any confessions?
Ooh, a confession.
We all have Cannesversations, but like Vegas, what happens in Cannes stays in Cannes.
Okay. Fair, fair. And now one last most important question. Which do you prefer, rosé or Aperol Spritz?
Ooh, if this was me 5 years ago in Cannes, I would say rosé, but I'm really starting to love an Aperol Spritz. It's just so refreshing, especially because this year is hotter than any year I remember.
I'm a bourbon girl.
Oh,
And so here, it's the only time I would drink rosé. If I'm not drinking bourbon, I'm drinking red wine. But I will drink rosé here. But it's plenty of rosé by the time the week is over. I'm fine with leaving it behind as well.
awesome.
The Aperol Spritz I get, just still not my thing.
It's not my thing either. Rosé all day for me.
Yeah.
Maybe in 5 years, you guys will change your mind. Sure.
Maybe, you never know. We'll see. Hopefully we're here in 5 years talking
Yeah,
about this,
absolutely.
you know? Well, this was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Still the rosé.